This was after I retired. I mean, within those 10 years of just losing myself, I ended up overdosing. Nobody knew. Doctors hid it. It's like I have like minions that just hide everything, right?
I've seen some stuff about with the whole like Oscar De La Hoya thing.
I'm glad to go away from him.
Yeah.
He's f***ing crazy.
Wow. Oscar maybe he's doing drugs again or something. He's on some kind of drugs or something, but he's telling people that he beat me in this fight right here.
Mosley beat it.
The fight that I clearly beat him in.
Oscar De La Hoya hit back at Jake Paul after Jake called him a cokehead during a press conference. The comment caused a lot of talk, with many fans wondering if De La Hoya was acting strange and whether he was sober at the time. Now, things between them have gotten even more heated.
Jake, tu deseo de sacudir el mundo del boxeo es admirable. Eres un verdadero gallo loco por enfrentarte al ex campeón mundial Julio César Chavez Jr., quien aguantó los 12 asaltos contra un gran campeón de Canelo Álvarez. Ambos los felicito por aceptar este reto. La pelea coestelar presentada por Golden Boy es otro enfrentamiento espectacular.
Oscar De La Hoya has often criticized Jake Paul's way of boxing, saying it's more about entertainment than real competition. He thinks Jake picks big-name fights with unusual opponents instead of facing tough young boxers who could really test him. De La Hoya feels Jake is turning boxing into a show, not treating it like a serious sport, and that this hurts the sport's true spirit.
I think Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, look, it's one of those fights where, again, the world's gonna watch. It's gonna create new eyeballs for boxing. It's gonna create a lot of news all over the world. But I stick to my message, and that is, if Jake Paul wants to take the sport serious, then he should be fighting young guys who are top 15, top 10, not heroes and legends like Mike Tyson, who are 60 years old.
Thank you, buddy.
That's it.
Oscar De La Hoya has opened up about the tough time he faced after retiring from boxing. He admitted struggling with personal issues, including the use of mind-altering substances. After a successful career in the ring, this was a very hard period for him. Instead of hiding it, he chose to speak honestly about how retirement can be emotionally difficult. His honesty has connected with many people and started important conversations about how even famous athletes can go through emotional pain and turn to unhealthy habits.
And call it, I don't know, somebody's looking down at me and watching over me or something, because I should have been dead many times over from that's happened to me, But
what do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I was once, this was after I retired. I mean, within those 10 years of just losing myself, I ended up overdosing. Nobody knew. Doctors hid it. It's like I have like minions that just hide everything, right? Just if Oscar does something, hide it. Out in the street, 5 a.m, just walking like a zombie, almost getting run over in the freeways, it's shit like that.
Canelo Alvarez recently said he feels relieved to no longer work with Oscar De La Hoya, even calling him crazy when talking about their past partnership. Canelo's comment shows that some fighters felt De La Hoya's behavior and way of managing things became unstable. He also pointed out that after their split, De La Hoya's list of fighters got smaller, with only Ryan Garcia staying with him. This hints that other boxers may have left because of problems or disagreements. Canelo's words give a glimpse into how some fighters saw issues in De La Hoya's team.
I've seen some stuff about with the whole like Oscar De La Hoya thing.
I'm glad to go away from him.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
We're really good friends with Dana White,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like Oscar De La Hoya too, I said.
Oscar De La Hoya has announced he's coming out of retirement to box again.
Cocaine isn't cheap.
I think nobody.
Because he's a vacuum, right?
Every time he's in problems, he don't have any fighters left. Ryan Garcia, because he signed with him. Now Ryan Garcia, I think he's in a problem with him. That's why nobody wants to be with him, because he's he's not loyal.
When UFC President Dana White was asked about Oscar De La Hoya's recent public comments, he took a shot at him by joking that Oscar might have been on something when he said them. While Dana's remark was meant to be funny, it added to the growing concerns in the combat sports world about De La Hoya's behavior. His comment shows that many people are starting to question De La Hoya's state of mind and whether his recent actions can be taken seriously.
Little bitch, and then he said he'll fight a real man in GSP. So, do you have any comment back to Oscar De La Hoya? Because I know you haven't responded to him yet. Give me a headline, Dana. Give me a headline. Come on, man.
He's all jacked up on the yayo.
Yeah.
Dana White admitted that Oscar De La Hoya was once a tough and talented fighter with a lot of charm in the ring. But he said things are different now. White even made fun of how Oscar looks today, joking about rumors of fake abs. He believes that Oscar's strong image from the past has turned into something less serious, filled with strange claims and too much showing off. By comparing who Oscar was as a boxer to how he acts now, White pointed out how much things have changed for him.
I may have missed it, but was Oscar De La Hoya included in any of the tributes tonight?
I did. Yeah, he was in the video.
Okay.
He was in the video. He's an asshole, but you can't deny what he did. I mean, the guy, you know what I mean? He's a fucking lunatic. But he was a bad boy in his day before he got his fake abs. Yeah, he used to have real abs.
In a recent exchange, boxing legend Shane Mosley disagreed with Oscar De La Hoya's claim that he won their fight, which most fans remember as a clear win for Mosley. Shane even asked, "What planet are you living on?" as he stood by his victory. Their argument showed that there's still tension between them, with Mosley upset that De La Hoya is trying to change the story of that match. This moment also shows how De La Hoya's habit of questioning well-known boxing results often leads to strong reactions from other former fighters.
Man, let's see what's going on.
Here I am on top of the world, beating Pernell Whitaker, beating Julio Cesar Chavez, beating Hector Macho Camacho, beating Sugar Shane Mosley.
Beating Sugar Shane Mosley. I wonder where was I at when this happened? I didn't know. I didn't know that I lost the fight. I thought that I won this fight.
To the winner by unanimous decision, Sugar Shane Mosley.
So I don't know what dimension Oscar is living in. If is it planet Earth? Where are we at? Like, when did I lose this fight? I didn't know that I lost. Nobody informed me that I lost the fight. Wow. Oscar maybe he's doing drugs again or something. He's on some kind of drugs or something, but he's telling people that that he beat me in this fight right here.
Shane Mosley beating.
The fight that I clearly beat him in, I thought. Let me know what you think. What did I win or lose, or what happened? Am I in another world? Are we on planet Earth? Or where are we at? Like, what's going on here? I totally don't understand what the fuck is going on. What's going on here? Well, this is clearly the first fight right here that we are fighting in. I have the Rampage shorts on. This is definitely the first fight. Even if you refer to the second fight, I mean, yeah, we could say there was probably a draw or something like that, but the judges said that I won the second fight too, and I beat him in amateurs as well, so I don't know what fights he's talking about. This might have been like a long time ago when he was in his feelings or something, or when he was doing the drugs. I'm just now coming across it right now.
Floyd Mayweather recently called out Oscar De La Hoya for not showing up at Ryan Garcia's post-fight press conference. Garcia appeared with just his father and no promoter by his side. Mayweather compared this to how he would always stand by Gervonta Davis, even if Davis lost, because being there matters. Floyd's words pointed to the importance of a promoter being present and showing support, no matter what happens in the ring.
He's been through a lot. He's been through a lot. So a lot of times when he vent out and say certain things on social media, I'm older, I'm wiser. I was once his age, so I don't really worry about what the media say when they want us to go against one another. Meaning, I've always told him, I came and got you from the beginning because I wanted to see you be great. I wanted to see you do great pay-per-view numbers. I wanted to see you win. And that goes for every fighter that was ever under my banner. I never got involved with fighters to make money from them. I wanted to put them in a position so they can make a lot of money, so they can make a lot of revenue, not just inside the ring, but on the outside of the ring. So a lot of times when Tank vents out on social media, he's been through a lot, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, he's to me he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won. We all approach things in a different way. I could really say something negative, I could really say something positive. But when it's all said and done, Oscar De La Hoya he's not my promoter. He was once an opponent of mine, and we all approach situations in a different way.
After several public incidents, including leaving fighters behind and making strange comments, Oscar De La Hoya lost most of the boxers from his original team. Now, Ryan Garcia is the only one still signed with Golden Boy Promotions. Many people think this is because of De La Hoya's harsh words, sudden outbursts, and poor handling of publicity. Canelo Alvarez showed sympathy for Garcia, saying the young boxer is at a tough point in his career without strong support. After leaving De La Hoya, Garcia now stands alone in the spotlight, and Canelo's concern shows how hard it can be for a top athlete without solid backing.
I feel sorry for him. But he's boxing. He's boxing, and things happen.
Did you watch the fight?
Yeah, of course. It was the fight.
He was a good dancer.
Yeah.
Would you rather see him fight Gus Haney again or Rowley again?
Hey. And whatever. He's a good fighter. Just 1 year layoff. He's hard.
Oscar De La Hoya caused more drama by criticizing Canelo Alvarez for planning a fight on Mexico's Independence weekend, calling it disrespectful to Mexican culture and fans. This added more heat to their already ongoing feud. Many fighters backed Canelo, saying De La Hoya's comments didn't make sense. During one press event, things got intense when De La Hoya told Canelo on stage that Golden Boy Promotions, not Canelo, made him a star, and that Canelo should respect him for helping start his career. Canelo fired back, saying De La Hoya just wanted attention and was getting in the way. The argument got so heated that security had to step in and separate them.
Highlights from the Canelo versus Munguia final press conference. So this was actually a pretty heated press conference today. But the heat wasn't between Canelo and Munguia. It was between Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya. So Oscar walks up to the podium and says, "Look, Canelo, this whole build up to the fight, you haven't been doing any promoting. All you've been doing is disrespecting me. Don't forget who made you into a global superstar." And then he went on to say, I'm paraphrasing, "The company that built you into a superstar has one name on it, and it's mine, so put some fucking respect on it." I don't even know if De La Hoya sounds like that, but it was 20 minutes ago, I can't remember. Whew, I just felt an earthquake here in SoCal, it scared the shit out of me. But anyways, whatever De La Hoya said got a rise out of Canelo. And as you see here, he started barking at Oscar De La Hoya, saying a bunch of Spanish curse words that I haven't heard since the playground in elementary school. Then Canelo takes the podium and tells his side of the story. This was all in Spanish. Shortly after, the translator comes out and says, "Oh, well, Canelo's excited to be the first Mexican to fight another Mexican for 4 belts. And as for the De La Hoya stuff, and Canelo just cuts the translator off and speaks in English and says, "He tried to steal money. He's a fucking asshole." That should sum up the entire press conference right there. The real storyline for this fight is the beef between Canelo and Oscar. Everything else that happened today was just standard pre-fight formalities. This press conference today could have been super boring if it wasn't for the Golden Boy.
Over time, Oscar De La Hoya's behavior, such as strange public appearances, confusing statements, and angry rants, has made many people wonder if his problems go beyond just substance use. Some think he might be dealing with deeper personal or mental health issues. On Reddit, users said watching his interviews was uncomfortable and often didn't make sense. Oscar De La Hoya has openly shared how hard retirement was for him, saying he felt alone, lost, and missed being in the spotlight. He talked about going through depression, feeling like he had no purpose, and even thinking his life was a lie. He also spoke about rehab and the pressure to keep up a public image. By being honest about his struggles, De La Hoya showed a more personal side, which has started important talks about how fame can affect someone's emotions. While some still criticize his actions, others respect him for speaking openly about what many athletes go through after leaving the ring.
I would love to interview Oscar. And in interviewing Oscar, my first question would be, you talked about your addiction to partying, to booze, to women. You were a heavy drinker, and you admitted that you were drunk most of the time in one of your last boxing camps. Have you 12-stepped outside of your recovery when you went to rehab? Do you have a sponsor? Are you with other sober men? And does that help you out in your current life?
In an emotional moment, Oscar De La Hoya shared that he went to rehab during his boxing career and realized his life was built on fake images. He talked about how hard it was to keep up a perfect public image while secretly struggling. In interviews, he admitted that he had to force himself to get help and face the truth about his problems with addiction and pretending. His honesty shows how much pressure athletes feel to look perfect all the time. By opening up, De La Hoya adds a deeper side to his story, showing he's not just a champion in the ring, but someone who fought tough battles off it too.
You know, it's the first time it's like, yeah, I'll go and, get that heat off my back, everything will be fine after several days, a few weeks, whatever. But you don't do it because you want to, you don't do it because you need help, you do it because other people want it for you. It just doesn't work that way.
What went wrong between when you first got out of rehab in 2011 and when you made the decision to go back a couple of years later?
I just didn't accept that I had a problem. I couldn't accept it.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.